If we did all the things we are capable of, we would astound ourselves. That was a quote from Thomas Edison. I use it as an illustration of my own journey and what became possible after my public speaking course with Acosphere. Hi, my name is Pasha Cissé. Others will know me as El Hadji Cissé. Today, a year on from the course, I feel it's my duty to share and offer my story as further testimony and living proof of how transformational a course can be. Spoiler alert, you will need a shift in mindset, a lot of practice, focus, and steely determination. You see, it may not be apparent in this video, but I have really bad stutter. Indeed, it has been quite a hindrance for most of my life, from primary school to college. At university, my last ever exam was an oral one, where I had to argue and defend my doctoral thesis. Perhaps to settle some nerves and at least get the information out, I was required to provide written answers to a series of questions before going through the viva with the external examiners. I only mention this to show how much of an issue and how far-reaching this speech impediment has been in my life. Truly, the idea of public speaking or even recording this video in this manner was never evident for me. You might have seen my material on week 3 of the Acosphere COVID-19 webinar series. I had contended that the course was undersold, as it was really more than what was written on the tin. Perhaps that was done in keeping with the best tradition of always under-promising, but over-delivering. Because a public speaking course, as we know it, is largely about how to speak in front of an audience, how to communicate, present, prospect, persuade. And in this course, you are given the tools to do just that. You are taught about body language, your demeanor, intonation, and your delivery. But as I saw it then, the course was steeped in the personal development literature. It had a strong focus on leadership, management, communication, and those soft skills that are taught at business schools and in professional settings. To give you an example, over 3 days we are called to heighten our level of emotional intelligence, which, when you look at it, is the sine qua non of leadership. After all, what is emotional intelligence? It starts with self-awareness, mindfulness, introspection, and the work we have to do on the inner self. It is about self-regulation, knowing, controlling, changing our undesirable habits, and cultivating new one, of course. For a stutterer, those habits were, among other things, a mindset, a speech pattern, a breathing problem that I had never really fully grappled with until I was on stage doing a public speaking course. Because imagine for a moment being made to question everything you've ever known in your life. After all, we are a construct, the product of a family, a culture, a school system. Imagine as a speaker then, during workshop, being told and instilled with the idea that it is your stage. Imagine for a moment being assured that you had the right to slow down, breathe, own the moment of speech, and be deliberate about it. By this moment, and very early in the course, the needle has moved so much that you are already thinking in terms of the why in your life. This is when you want to be part of something bigger than yourself, because a paradigm shift has just taken place. Concretely, the course starts with a call to arms. We are asked to rise and transform ourselves. We are sent on a quest for a growth and learning mindset. We are required to break our molds and displace limiting beliefs. Equally, we are called to confront that little voice in our head. You know that little voice, the one telling us we are not good enough, sowing doubt in our mind, seeking to discourage us, asking us to stay a little bit longer in the comfort zone. You've seen the picture. A frog in a simmering pound of water. But let's look at it another way. The course is sold under the rubric of public speaking or l'art de la prise de parole. It is about us becoming better presenters, communicators, speakers. Okay, let's stop right there. Isn't public speaking one of the most stressful and terrifying ordeal we can be subjected to as human beings? Yet, in this course, we are being called to do just that. Imagine then the journey, the growth path, and the transformation. More than just a call to leadership. What you get really is a philosophy of life, a way of being. As you'll discover, public speaking then becomes both a duty and a privilege. Because once you are speaking in front of an audience who have given you their time, you sense a degree of responsibility for what you teach and share, and also how you lead and persuade. It's not about just the knowledge to be imparted or the ideas to be spread. Indeed, public speaking then becomes more about how you cast a vision that others will embrace, a vision that will inspire, a vision that will stimulate, and ultimately effect change. Speaking for myself, the value of the APP course is beyond measure. Looking back, it was as if I was yanked out of the corridors of anonymity with my average Joe Blogg's life. I was given tools, empowered, and invited onto a public stage to join the ranks of leaders. The way I see it, and to paraphrase Jim Rohn, it's more a case of who you are becoming as opposed to what you are getting here. To Nadia, Gilles, and the team at Acosphere, I cannot thank you enough. As for you, thank you for watching, and see you on that stage.